Hi guys, how are you doing? This is Sebastian and welcome to our unboxing of the LG 34UM95. This is an ultra-wide monitor with the 21:9 aspect ratio and a very high resolution of 3440 x 1440. So let's get started with the unboxing. So of course this unboxing will be quite a challenge just because this box is so huge, but I'll just try my best to show you guys the most important aspects of this monitor, as well as also the installation, of course. And of course the box is absolutely huge. I had to back up the camera quite far away to actually get this all in frame. Now first let's actually take a look at the accessories that come with this monitor before we actually grab the monitor itself. And here we already have basically the first highlight, even though that kind of sounds weird if you think about a monitor, because the stand usually isn't really too exciting, but in this case it actually is. So this is actually aluminum, so it's cold to the touch. It's not just plastic as you would often find it on monitors. And we also have this transparent back panel right here. So basically it looks like the monitor is floating in the air. So really nice design aspect here to this monitor. And you can just see how clear this is by still basically seeing what's behind it. Absolutely no distortion, so very clear material. And then of course also the metal right here feels very nice. So especially if you're in a Mac environment, this will also really match it well and also look fantastic. Now the only issue basically that there is with this stand is that it isn't height adjustable, but at least you get two different heights that you can actually install this in. So that's at least good to see here on this monitor. So then next up, of course, we actually have the instructions right here and all the paperwork. So let's take a quick look at that. We also have two screws right here to actually mount this monitor to the stand, of course. So it seems very simple. Then also, I have no idea what that is. Seems like some glue or whatever. No idea. And then, of course, we have just the regular documents in terms of just warranty. And I dropped the CDs, which I can't use anyways because the new Mac Pro doesn't actually have any disk drive anymore. And then of course also a guide with using this actually with Windows and Mac, which is quite important, of course. And then last but not least, we actually have some warranty information right there as well. So here's then actually what I dropped. So this is just a software program for the monitor. I assume also to use these productive features like splitting this into 4 screens or 2 screens, which is very nice to see. Now next up we have this little plate right here, which I assume is just for cable management with this little hook right here. Not quite sure, probably it's just to cover up the back of this stand actually. So that's also in the box, of course. And then of course we also have all the cables right here. Unfortunately, this is not a wireless display. Unfortunately, this actually needs power. So here we have just the regular plug for Germany because that's where I'm based in. And then the 3 plug here on the other side. Now again, this is also a review unit. So this will also explain why this isn't 100% packaged like if it was new, for example, from the factory. So that explains it. A pretty big power brick. But I have to say, personally, I prefer external power bricks because if they break, you can just send them in and get a new one, and you don't have to ship the whole monitor back, which I think, especially with such a huge monitor, is always a big plus. And then we also have here the power plug that's actually for the monitor itself. Now last but certainly not least, we also have here a monitor cable, and this is actually a DisplayPort cable. So for example, for me, it won't really help because the Mac Pro doesn't have a DisplayPort port. It just has Thunderbolt or mini DisplayPort, to speak technically. So I'll have to see. I just have to use basically a cable of my own. I can't use the cable that's included, unfortunately. And this is already everything that's in the box right here. So now we'll actually get to taking out the monitor itself and then of course installing it to its stand. So here we then actually see the back of the monitor and all the ports, and we have a wide array of ports here on this monitor, which is great to see. Now first off, we'll have the HDMI in 2 port right here, which is a little bit hidden. Then we actually also have, of course, the power in, a separate on and off switch, a physical one, which is rarely to see on monitors these days, as well as a headphone out. We also have built-in speakers, so that's also very nice. Then we have the first HDMI in right here, as well as another display port in, and then 2 Thunderbolt ports. But as far as I know, at least, you can actually only use one to connect, for example, your Mac Pro or Retina MacBook Pro, and the other one is actually an out port to, for example, then daisy chain a Thunderbolt hard drive. But you can connect, for example, like a Mac Pro on the first one and then Retina MacBook Pro on the second one. So that's definitely something that you have to consider. And then we actually have a USB up port. So this is basically to enable the USB hub function. And then we have a USB 3.0 port right here, as well as 2 USB 2.0s. And then of course also we'll have a Kensington lock right here, which is very nice to see. And so for example, if you want to connect your webcam directly to the monitor instead of the computer, then that's a very nice feature as well. And so here we finally see this monitor in all of its glory. This is the LG 34UM95. My name is Sebastian, and thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for many more tech videos, as well as also a full review of this LG monitor. Thanks for watching. See you next time.